This is a global original podcast.
This is Steve Allen's A Little Bit Extra, leading Britain's conversation. You're listening to our podcast of Steve Allen.
Morning, everybody. Welcome along to your free podcast for today. Nice to have your company. I trust you are well and recovering slowly but surely from yesterday. Do you know that all the balloons are still up in the studio? I thought they'd have gone by now. In fact, wait a minute. No, they are all still here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here. So it's good. Pip Schofield has suggested that the Prince and the Duchess, she's not a Duchess, they're just titles. They don't mean bugger all, to be honest with you. They're just titles. He's no more a prince than you or I am. You know, they've left the royal family. She's not a Duchess because they're not behaving like people who are supposed to be better than us. But Pip Schofield has said that they've made their point and should shut up. Well, I'm not sure if they're going anywhere with it, but I know that Gail, who is Oprah Winfrey's busy mate, has been spouting off like a good one. You can't keep her trap shut. You know, oh, this has happened and this has that. Shut up! Listen, you know, Oprah Winfrey accepted hospitality of the royal family to the wedding of Meghan Markle at Windsor Castle. All that luxury, all those foods beyond her wildest dreams, and now she throws knives in their back. Not good. Patsy Palmer had a day the other day. She stormed off GMB in a fury at being grilled as an addict turned wellness guru. She told them to go F themselves on television. They're pushing the boat out a bit on GMB, aren't they, really? And she wasn't at all happy. I mean, she told Susanna Reid and Ben Shepherd she didn't want to partake in the chat. It's as simple as that. You know, she took her rant online. She told trolls to go and do one and all the rest of it. So, I don't know. Mind you, Piers Morgan is now the most complained about person on Ofcom. It's something like 57,000, isn't it? 57,000 people have complained. I think some people just like to write to Ofcom because they've never written to anybody before. So they'll be writing in, you know, like, oh, I think this is awful kind of thing without realising the sort of the full implication. Kanye West is worth 6.6 billion. 6.6 billion. Why does it look so bloody miserable then? Have you ever seen anybody look so unhappy with the world? Poor little soul, honestly. Mind you, when you're not blessed with looks, there's not a lot you can do about it. So he's worth, I think it's his Yeezy sneaker and apparel brand, valued between 3.2 billion and 4.7 billion. A lot of money, isn't it? Lot of money, ladies and gentlemen, but he's currently facing divorcing wife Kim Kardashian. But they've signed a prenup, so I don't think there's going to be any money for 6.6 billion. Imagine how exciting that would be. You know, you could be quite happy with that. Yet, why is it all the people with money look depressed? All the people who've got loads and loads of money, who've got everything that we haven't got, give it to us. I'll show you what happiness means. Honestly, if you're as miserable as you are, Kanye, you poor little soul, with your naff little jewellery and your silly sunglasses and all the rest of it, and 6.6 billion, and you're still bloody miserable. What would you buy with 6.6 billion? I just think you'd buy a nice house, have it done beautifully, get somebody in to, you know, design it and all the rest of it. Nice car. I'd have a social secretary and a chauffeur, and that'd be it. Because, to be honest with you, you know, much as I love driving, I'd much better be driven around by somebody. And so you need to go somewhere, so then you could have a bevy, and I wouldn't need to worry about anything. I wouldn't have a plane. No, I don't. I'm not big on planes. Not helicopters. No, I'm even less on helicopters. Even less. I might go a boat, but what I'd like to do is sort of rent one for a couple of weeks. One of those big things to see if I liked it. Yeah, something that would probably sleep about six to 10 people, and see how that went. I've seen some on the television. Sorry? I could buy a train. I could. But I mean, you just enjoy yourself. And he just looks so unhappy. But as I say, you know, when you're not blessed with looks, no good having the money when you can't change your features. I did see part of the Caroline Flack interview the other day. What a tragedy for that family. Although, at the end of it, it just turned out she self-harmed. She was a self-harmer. She'd been doing it for ages. The family knew about it, and they couldn't do anything. They actually couldn't do anything about it. There was nothing that they could do that would stop her doing what she wanted to do. And that was obviously to take her own life, because they said, you know, people like this, they give the impression, because all the images that we ever saw of Caroline, apart from a few of them, were her being happy and fun and laughing, and people saying, oh, that's how we remember it, and stuff like that. And yet inside, she was obviously desperately unhappy, and they couldn't do anything about it. When she took her own life, that's obviously what she wanted to do. Nobody could have stopped her. And so she went ahead. But I didn't know she'd self-harmed for ages and ages. In fact, her arms were sort of cut to pieces where she'd self-harmed. Shows how little you know about somebody, doesn't it? You know, somebody gives the impression, being all happy and singing and dancing. Yet inside, they're eaten up with all sorts of things. All sorts of things. And it's terribly tragic. But they do have a bench in a wood. It's a horrible feeling. When I saw that bench, which is lovely, it's got writing on it, I've got this horrible feeling. Don't ask me why, that there'll be some buffoon out there who'll go around and damage that bench. I don't know why. I just thought to myself, I wish you hadn't shown that on the television. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen. Zara Tyndall. This is the one who accepts freebies left, right and centre. You know, oh, let's have a free car. Oh, let's have a free jacket. Let's have a free this. I can't bear her. Cannot bear her. Her and that dreary husband of hers. Surprisingly, I read in one of the papers this morning, I'm so hoping it's a joke. I'm so hoping it's not true. Katie Price driving. Well, she's banned. She's not supposed to be on the road. And they had a picture of her going to Steph McGovern's programme, driving her Range Rover in the paper today. And I thought, perhaps it's an old picture. Perhaps it's not a current picture at all. But they said that the little boyfriend, whatever his name is, was driving the car in front. She was driving behind. She's banned from driving. She's got a few weeks to go yet. So I hope it's wrong. If not, she should be slammed in prison. Because she seems to think she's above the law, you talentless nobody. You're not above the law at all. You operate by the same laws that we do, thank you very much indeed. Jacqueline Josser shares an update on her house renovation, poor soul, and shows clips of her garden as it undergoes a huge project. Yeah. Do you think Dan will be doing that? Shouldn't think so. Shouldn't think so. Frank Lampard, seen for the first time since his wife gave birth to their son Freddie, as he heads out for a walk. Do you know, there must be photographers out there who are obsessed with dogs. Ant McPartlin and his dog. Ant McPartlin and his fiancée and the dog. Everybody out there with their dogs. And here's little Frank Lampard with a dog that can't walk. He headed out for a dog walk, but he's holding the dog under his arm. Why don't you put it on the ground, pal? Let the thing walk. That's why God gave it legs. There's no point in having a dog that you hold. People like that, ghastly.
You're listening to a podcast from LBC.
Shell Keegan sharing a sweet throwback snap with her granddad as she celebrates St Patrick's Day, which is lovely. It's all nice to have the, apparently she's got a very hectic work schedule. She had to wake up. David Attenborough replies to a 4-year-old boy's letter to reassure him that humans won't become extinct like the dinosaurs if we look after the planet properly. We like David Attenborough, don't we? I mean, he could do no wrong. He can do no wrong at all. He's almost perfection. It's his voice, isn't it? This is his voice, definitely. Video message for the Irish government from Kate Middleton and Prince William, which is lovely. Nadia Sawala said she'll have to work on body acceptance. She says, I'm not healed. What is it with everybody and their body acceptances? It really, I find it quite bewildering and bemusing that everybody's not happy. Listen, I'm not happy with my body. But, you know, I'm not going around going, and here's me in my pants. You know, it is slightly odd. I don't quite understand it. OK, nobody's got the perfect... Ask any male model or female model. You happy with your body? Luckily, your perfection. They'll all tell you no. Not one male model or female model will tell you they're happy with the way they look. Nobody's happy. God knows I work with some of the most unattractive people in the universe. But they probably think exactly the same, so who cares? We're all grown up enough to deal with it. Ellen DeGeneres inks an exclusive multi-year deal with Discovery following the scandal. So she's got all sorts of bits and pieces going on. She just looks bored to me. I'm sorry, I've seen her doing the show now. She looks knackered. Definitely. Piers Morgan's reaction to Meghan Markle's Oprah interview. 57,000 total is still only a quarter of the number of viewers demanding his return. So in other words, there are more people demanding his return. Actually, I've had to report to the police. Somebody put me down for signing a petition. You know, they're about to get their comeuppance, they don't realise, for reinstating Piers Morgan. I would sign no such petition in my entire life. So I passed it on to the police. Let them deal with it. So somebody's going to get a bit of a shock, aren't they? I should imagine. But still only a quarter of the number of the viewers. I think it's about 200,000. 400,000 who want him to go back. There's only a small handful, 57,000. But I mean, who gives a toss? Who gives a toss? Oh, we want him to leave. He's left. He's left. He ain't coming back. He's going to earn 3 times what he was earning before. In fact, if anything, you've helped him earn even more money. Fantastic. Chloe Ferry, whoever she is, shows off her equestrian skills. Well, it doesn't. It shows her sitting on the back of a horse. Who puts that much makeup on? She's from Geordie Shore. Oof, dear. She's got no sense of fashion whatsoever. Very tacky. You know, I mean, who puts that? I mean, the horse looks embarrassed. I'm terribly sorry. Who is this on my back? Oh, it's somebody from Geordie Shore. Possibly one of the worst programmes ever seen on the television. Terrible. Tat's an interesting collection. Gazza's unique inkings include a bizarre frowning portrait of Bianca, his daughter. They say, no, she's not. She's stepdaughter. She's not his daughter. A tribute to his ex-wife Cheryl and a symbolic robin in a locket. He claims that tattoos kept him off the booze. Yeah, whatever, dear. As long as you believe it, I suppose. Georgia Harrison puts on a very busty display. She's in Dubai. Let's hope you stay there, love. Honestly, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. Who is she? Oh, she's from Love Island. She donned a fun pink hat and enjoyed a Guinness on Wednesday. It's a photo opportunity. Full makeup, of course. Nobody on holiday wears full makeup, unless you're one of those sort of people. Pip Schofield knocks back a Guinness. My God, there's a butch gay boy. How many gay boys do you know knock back Guinness? I've never heard of anybody who knocks back Guinness. But he has transformed this morning set into a pub, which is quite... She loves the booze. She loves the booze. They were doing a thing the other day for St. Patrick's Day. She couldn't get enough booze down her. I tell you, she loves it. Mind you, I suppose that... Yeah, with the pub show. And also, I suppose, the time you get up in the morning, by the time you get to something like that, it's quite nice to have a bit of a boozy lunchtime, isn't it? Katie Price reveals she fears past caesarean sections can make it harder for her to have a baby. Why don't you stop driving first, dear, and find a job? Neither of which you're particularly talented at, are you, really? But there you go. Failures we always seem to applaud in this country. Cindy Crawford posing for breathtaking snaps on the beach. It's just a picture of somebody on a beach. And she's got a son, Presley, and daughter, Kaya, with husband, Randy Gerber. Randy spelled R-A-N-D-E. I've got no idea of spelling, have they, in America? Poor souls. Stacey Solomon, she's tested negative, says, I still feel gross. She's had a mystery illness. My God, honestly, can anybody cope with life nowadays? It's unbelievable. James McAvoy wins the Star Baker. He impressed them. He's done a Pina Colada Snow Leopard. That sounds quite nice, isn't it? Pina Colada Snow Leopard. Looks quite cool. It was just a bloody cake, mate. Don't get excited about it. And it was named after his son. His ex-wife is Anne-Marie Duff. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Prince Edward leaves social medias baffled as he experiments with virtual backdrops during a video call in Greater Manchester. Somebody says he needs to stop. Yes. I suppose he's sort of trying to prove that he's sort of, he knows what he's doing. I didn't know what he did anyway. Rita Ora turned up again for something. Very rare that she turns up for anything nowadays. She performs the edition of Bang Bang on the Ellen Show. That's not the old song, is it? Bang, bang, you shot me down. Bang, bang, I hit the ground. Bang, bang. I'm a bit bored with Rita Ora. She's a bit dull, I'm afraid. Catherine Tate, set to reunite with James Bond's Daniel Craig for a funny Nan sketch on Comic Relief. Got that to go yet, so they're all doing it. Robert Peston's doing something interesting. Can't imagine what. Perhaps getting his hair cut. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, really? A musical. Oh, right. Luck be a lady tonight, or something like that. Tamara Eccleston and Jay Rutland treat daughter Sophia to a cookery class, marking her 7th birthday in Dubai. Good, stay there. There you go. That kind of sums up Tamara Eccleston. And Prince William is worried. Private conversations with Harry will be plastered on the US TV. Oh, gobby, Gayle King. Oh, my God, you can't shut her trap. Can't shut her trap. Oh, yes, I have spoken to them, and they said this and said that. So you've got no secrets, William. Harry's selling you down the line. OK, together with Meghan, together with Oprah Winfrey and her little friend Gayle King. Yes, it's lovely. There's something about Gayle King that's deeply unpleasant to everybody over here. We can't quite put our fingers on it, and I don't think I really want to, because I sort of think to myself, listen, if that's what people want to do and that's how they do their job, fine. But don't try and pretend that, you're helping anybody out, because it's helping nobody. Nobody's going to win at the end of this. That's the problem, isn't it? Nobody's going to win. Poor old Harry has to grovel to as many people as he can find. Meghan has to sort of capitalise on her friendships to get her point over. As Pip Schofield said, OK, done, dusted. No, not done and dusted. There's more. I promise you there will be more. You wait and see. Mark my words. You have a lovely day, you, okay? And we'll talk to you tomorrow morning at the same time. Tell your friends, you can download. It's free. Don't cost you anything at all. Nothing, which is very nice. So I wish you a pleasant day. We might actually get some sunshine today. Well, look, is it sunshine? Have they said sunshine today? Or have they said, oh, don't tell me it's rain. I couldn't bear if it said rain. I told my driver, Mohammed, this morning, I said it's going to be sunny today. I said, but every time they tell me that, I never kind of get round to it. I need to go and buy some little sunny with a bit of cloud. I can do sunny with a bit of cloud. I might go and buy some little daffodils today, just to put in pots. I don't bother planting them, there's no point. I just stick them in their pots, and 12 degrees. Almost bikini weather. Whee! We're all very excited, lying on the roof, sun tanning with the ombre solaire. Very nice indeed. Have a lovely day, take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Till then, be good.
If you've enjoyed this podcast, you can listen live to Steve Allen Sunday to Friday from 4 a.m. on FM in London, across the UK on DAB digital radio, and on Global Player.